So here I am starting the introduction to these 3 days. I'm delighted to share and celebrate the results of many years of research here in Venice, in the very special premises of the Musei Civici Veneziani, where almost 20 years ago I started my investigations on Venetian early printing. A Gladys Scribble-Delmas grant brought me to the Correr, where I was welcomed by Piero Lucchi and Monica Viero. In a more English than Italian fashion, I got in touch with Mario Infelice, who, in a typically English fashion, invited me to his home to meet and discuss Venetian history of the book. It was Mario who encouraged me to publish the results in the article Printers and Guilds in 15th Century Venice in La Biblioteca, who introduced me to Dorit Rhines and Neil Harris. In those years, I was working at the Catalogue of Incunabula at the Bodleian Library. It was there, opening up and examining thousands of books, that I realized how the books themselves bear witness of their movement in their manuscript annotations, decoration and binding styles, and that capturing that movement within spatial and temporal coordinates would unveil to us that crucial factor, yet so elusive to document in the success of the new technology, distribution. We were sitting on the largest amount of historical evidence for understanding the impact of the new technology and trade on European society at large, yet we did not have the tools to capture it. This is how material evidence in Incunabula was conceived, and I'm very grateful to the vision of the British Academy and of Searle for supporting this idea and the innovative tool we created to turn it into a reality. But the brilliant new digital resource would not have made a dent in historical research had I not sought and amply received the support of the hundreds of libraries and people who have invested their expertise, their time, and money to contribute thousands of data. Thank you. 5 years ago, the European Research Council gave us the extraordinary opportunity not only of vastly increasing the scale and range of our enterprise, but to show the scholarly world the relevance of historical investigations conducted on early printed books as primary sources. The 15th century book trade has been busy strengthening the structural framework to expand and expedite research with Incunabula. We turn MEI in a tool capable of handling the 500,000 records it should eventually contain. We created texting to support studies in the transmission of text in print, 15th century illustration to facilitate a systematic approach to the identification, use, and circulation of illustration. We created 15th century visualization to map the circulation of books over time and space. By assigning a subject, keywords, and time period to every edition which still survives and is recorded in ISTC, we are opening up the use of Incunabula to non-specialists. All these tools are there for everybody to use, supported and maintained by Searle and some of its core members, ready to welcome your continuous collaboration and that of an expanding scholarly community. I think this day shows it amply. The second strand of the ERC, that the ERC was keen to support in our project, is the investigation into the economic element of early printed book production, so essential and again so elusive until recently. The data which Neil, Harris, and I have started to share and will soon make available in their entirety to scholarship is quickly changing our understanding. They are becoming a benchmark against which it is now very important to compare other sources. This is what we will be doing starting from today. All these avenues of research are represented in this conference, with papers by the 15th century book trade team and by many of its advisors and collaborators, as well as the great engineers who worked with us, the data conversion group of the University of Göttingen, the visual geometry group, and the e-research center of the University of Oxford. Geri della Rocca de Canda, Matilde Malaspina, Birgit Mikus, Sabrina Minuzzi, Maria Alessandra Panzanelli Frattoni are my valiant knights. They stayed with me from the beginning to the end and went to many corners of the Western world to promote, to train, and gather valuable data. Just to be on the safe side, I even took them on holiday with me. It was intense, but has been wonderful. I hope you all enjoy the papers and find fruitful inspiration of the day today. And before I pass the floor to the first chair of the first session, I would like to say that when we finish today, I will encourage many of you to visit the exhibition as soon as possible. And the second thing is that after coffee break, you will find the possibility to sign up to a visit of the library of Fondazione Cini, and in alternation, a visit of a very impressive exhibition called Homo Faber at the same time, and that will be at the registration desk. And finally, that the catalog of our exhibition, which we won't show you today, not to spoil the surprise, will be available from tomorrow here, and you can purchase it by using the online Oxford store. You show us the receipt, and we will give you the copy. Thank you very much, and I now offer the chair to Monica Viero. We would not be here today without her amazing ability of making things happen. Thank you.